Families in Jefferson County are still cleaning up the mess left behind 2.5 weeks ago.
5 on your side, Danny Kroll tells us how disaster relief organizations are working together to help people prepare for another storm that may hit in less than 48 hours, Annie.
Mike and Kelly, these multi-agency resource centers or MARC events have been popping up in some of the hardest hit places like Arnold. People in Jefferson County telling me anxious is certainly the word for what may be coming.
The damage from March 14th in Arnold is hard to miss, especially for neighbors on Maxville Lane.
2 big trees tipped over from the park right down the center of her house. Luckily, her and her boyfriend and the baby and their family had just gotten in the basement. We were really fortunate to not experience anything like that.
But sitting right next to the devastated house near Arnold Jaycees Skate Park, David Deaton, his wife, and 3 children didn't escape the EF2 tornado unscathed.
You can see there was like a big tree here and then another big tree here, and that one fell on it and split it. So it was all kind of pinned up on the house. And you can still see some of the wood sticking out of the gutter.
It ripped off part of his roof and siding, which is why earlier in the day, Deaton visited the MARC at Arnold Rec Center.
It gets overwhelming to hear those stories, but people are really resilient and they're showing up and the community is showing up to help them.
Along with the Salvation Army and other aid organizations, AmeriCorps St. Louis assisted people with insurance claims, especially heading into Wednesday.
They talk about like their tarps keep coming off of their roofs already, and they're getting a lot of water damage into their house, and people are already reporting mold growing in their houses, which is a real health risk, and it's scary.
Particularly scary for Arnold's Cindy Stevens, whose 89-year-old mom had her bedroom ceiling cave in.
Yeah, the hardest part is figuring out the insurance and how much they're going to pay and how much we're going to be responsible for.
The American Red Cross is offering connections with mental health counselors to deal with any kind of storm anxiety. And on Wednesday, the Salvation Army will be hosting a free drive-up food giveaway starting at 9 a.m. until supplies last at their Arnold location on Telegraph Road.